Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about why Lucid Motors will officially have the best EV on the market, even better than the Tesla Model S Plaid Edition. As you might already know, Elon Musk recently announced that the Plaid Plus Edition is cancelled because there's no need, as the Plaid Edition is just so good. Therefore, today I'm going to be comparing the Lucid Air Dream Edition to the Tesla Model S Plaid Edition to figure out which is best. I'm also going to be going over some other news and analysing some of the key catalysts, and then going over the CCIV stock price and analysing some of the key levels that it's recently broke through and some of the key areas of resistance that it's hopefully going to break through over the coming weeks and the coming months. But guys, if you're new to the channel, or if you've seen some of my other videos but you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ding that notification bell, because that way you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. But for now, stay tuned and let's make some money. As you can see from this article, it suggests that Tesla says that its Model S Plaid Plus Edition is cancelled. Just one more reason to buy Lucid Motors stock. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't advocate that you actually go out and buy the Lucid Motors stock, but it has recently seen some good growth. The article goes on to say that Tesla cancelled production of its most premium car, the Model S Plaid Plus, which was going to be the only car to rival the Lucid Air Dream Edition in terms of range, power and performance. So let's compare the Lucid Air Dream Edition to the current existing Tesla Model S Plaid. So you can see that the current Tesla Model S Plaid has a range estimate of around 390 miles. The Plaid Plus was expected to have over 500 mile range. It does have a very quick top speed and 0 to 60 time of 1.99 seconds and a 200 mile an hour top speed, but a peak power of 1020 horsepower. Obviously again, the Plaid Plus was going to have a higher top speed, faster 0 to 60 time and even higher horsepower. If we compare that to obviously the Lucid Air Dream Edition, we can see that the Lucid Air Dream Edition has 1080 horsepower and 503 miles of predicted range, and therefore does currently beat the Model S Plaid on its range estimate and its horsepower output. Obviously it is a bit slower, but I think you'd expect that from a bigger, more luxurious car like the Lucid Air Dream Edition. The Plaid is built for speed, the Dream Edition not so much. Now, I suppose you could argue that the Lucid Air Dream Edition does have a higher top price, around $161,000 US, which is absolutely correct. But if we look at the Model S Plaid Edition, we can see that the base cost is around $112,000 US, both of those prices including the tax credit savings. But that's just the base cost. When you then spec the car, you add some different paint, you add the wheels, even if you keep the interior the same, but add in the autonomous driving, it gets you to a purchase price of around $135 US. So not that substantially different from the Lucid Air Dream Edition. As I said earlier, in terms of that 0 to 60 time, the Lucid Air Dream Edition is a bit slower, around 2.5 seconds, compared to the Plaid's 1.99 seconds. But again, the current Dream Edition in its dual motor setup isn't necessarily built for speed. They do plan in the future on releasing a tri-motor setup, which is going to be faster in terms of top speed and 0 to 60 second time. If we then come across to this article here, it suggests that the Lucid Motors Air EV is now the only electric sedan with a range of over 500 miles after Tesla cancels its Model S Plaid Plus version. It says that the Lucid Air EV will now be the only electric sedan with a range of over 500 miles. The production run for final quality validation is this month in June and is likely going to start delivering the Air EV within weeks. NIO saying that does have the ET7 sedan, which has a range estimate of over 600 miles, but that's not going to become available until 2022, so a good few months away, if not maybe a year away. I think it's a great marketing proposition for Lucid Motors when they do release the Lucid Air Dream Edition, or just the Lucid Air in general, to be able to advertise that they do have the highest EV mileage coverage. I think a lot of people that do want to buy an EV but haven't pulled the trigger yet are most concerned about the mileage that those EVs can cover. With traditional petrol-powered and diesel-powered cars, mileage and miles per gallon isn't a massive concern because of the sheer amount of petrol stations or gas service stations there are around the country. But with EVs, there just aren't as many charging points. I think as time goes by and more charging points open up, more charging stations open up, EVs will become a lot more coveted and viable. but at the moment it's just not quite there, so people are concerned about the EV mile range. I think some important points to remember about Lucid Motors is that testing and validation of the Lucid Air is progressing well and is on track for the second half of 2021, start of production for customer deliveries. Obviously they're going through their final quality inspection at the moment in June, so customer deliveries could be likely in either July or August. The manufacturing facility is also ready to start production in obviously the second half of 2021. And there's 74 pre-production vehicles currently already finished at that production facility. These are their demo cars and their test cars that they've been driving to try and figure out what small little pieces just need perfecting and finalising. If we have a look at the Lucid Motors Catalyst spreadsheet prepared by Stian Walgermo on Twitter, we can see the only significant change as of late has been the Lucid Motors branded home charger, which is expected to be released in Q4 of 2021, which is going to be a wall-mounted EVSE or charger, which is obviously stated for release in late 2021, up to a 20 kilowatt power supply. So effectively not necessarily a fast charger, but a Lucid branded home charger to charge your vehicle from home. If we have a look at the Lucid Motors website, I assume the Wonderbox is what they're referring to on the spreadsheet, but it's effectively an absolute beast of a battery charger with 900 volt architecture and is able to fill up 300 miles of charge in about 20 minutes. Beyond that, Lucid obviously have their partnership with Electrify America, who have over 556 stations across the US and over 2,400 chargers with up to 350 kilowatt charging speed, which is fairly incredible. Guys, if you do want to buy some stock in CCIV, but you haven't done it yet, be sure to check out the links in the description down below to Webull and Free Trade to get some free shares. You can currently get 2 free shares worth up to $1,850 with Webull at the moment, and a free stock worth up to £200 with Free Trade. If we have a look at the CCIV stock and the CCIV price targets, we can see that the CCIV stock recently broke out of both of these downward trends and is back on the move upwards again. It's going to have some areas of resistance around the 27.87 area around here. It's going to have some mental resistance around the $30 mark, some additional resistance around the $33 mark here, and then some additional resistance here around 35.89, some at 41.37, but they're not too much when we get past that until around $50, $60 area. If we also have a look at how much the CCIV stock has gained over the past few weeks or the past week, if we go here, it's currently up over 36% in the last few days, and from the bottom, if I go back to the ruler, from the bottom around 54%. So it has made some very good gains over the last 2-3 weeks and should hopefully continue this run upwards towards the $30 and $40 mark. And guys, if you want to hear about news like this before I make a video and you want to become part of the team where we discuss stocks before they blow up, be sure to check out the link in the description to the Patreon with the private Discord. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of my others. Alternatively, subscribe to the channel and ding that notification bell, because that way you're alerted when I upload a new video. Cheers.